Hello and welcome back. It's been a while for those of you who watched my previous videos. For those of you who haven't, welcome. And today I'm going to be doing a little post-commentary on, here let me get this started, on a match I did with my friend Velociraptor and ironically a guy named Leopard2A5. Don't actually know him, but I'm using a deck that I call Israel Online. It stems from a little bit of, it stems from the little game that I had between Velociraptor and I. We made a couple decks and played, and we liked the decks and then decided to take them online. And so, Velociraptor actually made the deck originally, but it was garbage, don't tell him, but it was garbage. So I fixed it up, and we're gonna see just how it turns out. No one really wants to see, like, all this, so I'll fast forward maybe ×5 till the match starts, and then put it back. So, right now we're having conversations like where we're going. He's gonna go straight up the middle because he loves his center combat. I'm gonna go around the side because I think I can take this town. Let's see. I'm getting down my minstrels, my infantry. Really good infantry the Germans have. West Germans, their commandos are really good. We're gonna slow this down back to normal speed. So I kind of forget about these guys for a little while. And, well, I'm completely drawing. Update day. That's what I was going to talk about. This was shot update day and post-commentarying the day after because I hated all the footage I recorded yesterday. I just don't feel like it was worth showing. So, hate me for that. You don't get enough content. Oh well, you're getting this. Be happy with it. They're gonna... Oh, they napalm the bridge. I think it's hilarious. Really interesting tactic if he'd really had anything going for Juliet that needed to take the bridge. I get my CV in there. I finally start moving my CVs. And, well, update day. God, I'm so... I just woke up. Don't blame me. So, update day. If you wanted to... something that really annoys me because I love playing with infantry is if you wanted to go from, like, say... I don't know where short distances, but it now takes 6 seconds for infantry to switch buildings. So they get into here, they have to wait 6 seconds before they can leave and go to here. And we're going to have a little demonstration of that right now as my Fallschirmjägers and Fernpackers. I don't know, don't hate me for my pronunciation. Minstrels. I do like the minstrel, my only problem with them is they're really slow to fire. Speaking of fire, this is finally going out. He's going to get his CV across the bridge. Centurion marksmen's infantry. One thing that I tell him almost every single game is get your people into cover. He doesn't ever listen to me. He's got the dying guy running out to the middle of nowhere. This is going to be hilarious when this guy dies. Because you know he's going to be... It's like, what? Who's covering this guy? Granted, yeah, he is gillied up. He is a sniper. He's exceptional stealth. But they do have recon over here. And they've got recon here, and I'm like, oh, I need to do something about that. Minstrels, I'm calling on you. Oh, these guys, I let these guys pass. It's my mistake, but my Milans don't get here in time. I could have used the AS-565 Panthers with their rockets to take them out, but I didn't at this point. So we captured Juliet. I had to bring this guy back because no one had left a CV here. So this guy's going here, this guy's going there, and we already got a CV in there. No, they're getting napalmed again. Roland's getting killed. ADATs, no, the ADATs get him. I thought the Rolands were going to get another one, but yeah, the ADATs got him. ADAT's really good. They have so much AP, it's ridiculous. Like, a direct hit from a Roland will do wonders against a plane. Minstrel's out. Shoot down a helicopter. I forget about my Milans for a little while. Because I don't remember what I was worried about. I was worried about doing that. I was worried about getting this guy to there. And so, well, the rest of Update Day, I guess I should tell you about because we've got vehicles in forests, is vehicles receive criticals in forests, which is like detracked, stuck in the mud, transaxle broken. That is now reduced by 50%. And he ran his guys into a bunch of fire. And then I don't know where these guys are going. He's like, oh, they're going places. I'm like, well, they have no cover. They're gonna get seen. And the chieftains get seen, and they're gonna get missiled out by his really cheap missile units. Conquerors, apparently. And yeah, there we go. Some Saint is throwing Artie my way. Let's see. AS-90, so it's Slam Eagle. I called him Smeagol during the match, so don't hate me for that. But called him Smeagol, and I think he leaves. Yeah, he leaves at some point. This is the point where I realize I need to get my Milans out because I've got some kind of flak thing over there, AAA, and I won't be standing for any AAA. And, oh my god, Fraps, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, Fraps, what do you want? Alright, hold on, I need to fix something. I have to make a cut here. Okay, let's see if this is working. Alright, that's good, because I dropped had a huge frame drop for some reason. He doesn't understand the concept of cover. So I bring in two Leopard A4s. I could have sworn these were supposed to be A5s. What did I do with my A5s then? I might have not had points to get A5s, but I'm pretty sure I used A5s. Bringing in aircraft, the Rolands. The Rolands have a direct line on their air corridor. So anything they want to bomb him with has to go through my Rolands, and my Rolands are going to shoot it down. I'm doing a lot of waiting over here because I'm more worried about what's going on with Velociraptor than pushing Echo. Which is not really my downfall, but I mean, I guess, you know, we are going to check what they've got, because I don't know, I haven't looked at this yet. Ooh! Yeah, it's probably a good thing I didn't push Echo immediately. I probably should have pushed this town, though. Because, well, you'll find out. You'll see what happens in that town. Oh, he brings it. I don't think those are. No, those aren't his light tanks. So Conquerors take out his ADATs. Then they're gonna go for a Centurion Marksman's. I like the Centurion Marksman, to be perfectly honest. But my problem with them is they don't, like, they're slow, they're big targets, but their armor, they can survive a bombing. I tell him, I yell at him through the mic, don't let those Gong Bayongs get within range of your SAS, they're gonna take them out. Move them back into town. The Gong Bayongs are really good at range, but they're terrible at close range. It's like, no, I got it. And I'm like, oh man, you have no idea. He's got a lot of recon infantry in here. I think one of them is playing Australia right now, but I can't be sure, because I can't be sure. I assume he's playing Australia, but, or she. It should be a she playing. Who knows? I get a minstrel in here because I don't want them crossing the water. Nobody ever crosses the water in this path. I mean, you can do some huge scale helicopter invasions. Let's see. Do they have anything on the other side of the water? Oh, they do. They have here. You could definitely do a helicopter invasion across here. Here, not so much. I mean, actually, you could, because these aren't very good anti-aircraft guns, but you could totally do a helicopter invasion about right here. But yeah, we don't have near the river defenses that they have. So I guess we're just gonna keep fighting over the delta if that's okay with you guys. Hide everything again. So this is all we can see. They've got a lot of people in here, but this is all we can see about it. So they move in recon. I don't notice them moving in this recon. My Milans do, but I don't. What is it? Leopard's having decent luck over here. As you can see, Velociraptor's leading the team in points, but he's leading their team in points as well. Like, if I can look at the casualties right now, if I could bring that up. If someone could tell me how to bring that up, that'd be fantastic. But if I could bring that up right now, you'd see that he's responsible for 50% plus of the casualties. I leave these guys to sit here. My Leopards start just knocking out everything. You just sit over here, it's like, oh, you want some 100, what is it, 120 mils? And they're just like, I guess, if you could feed us that. And he finally listens and takes those guys out. I don't listen. I don't know what those guys were doing exactly. Oh, they were firing rockets at something. Oh, they didn't fire rockets. Oh, and here comes the napalm. Here comes the napalm. Just boom, 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 fire everywhere. So this is where it gets really bad for him. Slam Eagle comes in with his Euro fighters, knocks out some air support. I'm still forgetting about these guys. I need to bring in... oh yeah, this is the point where I bring in Pumas to fix that. And then... the Puma goes down to some FJB 40s. We're losing everything. I'm running... Oh god, I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry. I don't know why Fraps is doing this to me. Yeah, this is really, really weird. So... I wish I could... Yeah, I lose my Pumas, but I wish I could do something about this. I'm running 10 frames right now. It's really, really annoying. Fraps is causing it too. I don't know why. 2 frames. Don't know why. It's... As soon as I turn off Fraps, I'm back up to 60. I lowered the quality on the game even to see if that'll work. At this point, I don't know what to do. I bring in some... Fuchs Milan. Honestly, I don't know what to do. I guess live commentary just isn't for me, but... maybe I should make cuts to this and I'll find interesting points in this map. But we're literally 15 minutes in and running 5 frames. This is impossible to watch for you guys. It's impossible for me to watch. I'm annoyed by it. Maybe in... Oh, look, we're back up to 30. Why are we back up to 30? We'll continue the commentary. We're at 30 frames again. Don't know why. So... That was really weird. We're back up to 30 frames. And... Man, we're back down to 10. This is like annoying me really badly. So, my Leopards cross the bridge. They go in, they find some Matshuan over there. I get really lucky. I get really lucky that the Matshuan don't decide to run. Pull him back across the bridge. Farshim Yager's getting in the forest. This doesn't end well for me at all. The ATS-103 is actually, like, probably the most cost-effective unit I've ever seen. They're running in with napalm again. Rolands have nothing to say about them because they shot down my Pumas. I have more Pumas on the way somewhere. I have Milans on the way. Fuchs Milans. These guys are going to go somewhere. I don't remember where I put them. But... I still haven't considered invading this town. I'm still trying to help out Velociraptor over here. I tell these guys, if this guy gets any closer, you shoot him down. And they're like, make me. And they get tanked, and I don't realize it till it's a little too late for 5 guys. 6 guys. And then they just rocket him. He's like, oh man, I messed up. And here comes the napalm. Here comes the napalm. Here comes the napalm. Just wait for it. They get naped. Oh, and then Velociraptor's like, alright, I'm gonna bomb the forest. And I'm like, no. No, you're not gonna bomb the forest. Because last time he killed my infantry by bombing the forest. Now, I'll explain. I was playing a game with him, and he was using rocket artillery, and he fired his rocket artillery at the town that I was invading, like as my infantry were invading it. So, a terrible strike. And he killed almost all of my infantry, completely crippled my attack on the town, and then we subsequently lost the match because of that. We didn't have enough points because of all the people of mine that died. Yeah, I'm like, well, the Torners, they're gonna get their own. I lost a tornado at this point. What did I lose that tornado at? Oh, it was from, yeah, I lost my ECM tornado because of, there's a little pocket of AA in there that's really annoying. And maybe you'll see it if they get within range. Yeah, they nape my guys and they don't make it out. One guy makes it out. These guys, all of these guys die. Because I send them over here to deal with some ATS 103s, and the ATS 103s ain't having none of that. And then all these guys die because the ATS 103s ain't having none of that. This is not my proudest moment. The ATS 103s are like, what's up, dude? And I'm just like, no, 2 Milans. And then another 2 Milans go down. I'm just like, oh god, get out of here, guys. And they don't get out of here. So I'm like, well, I need to do something about this helicopter. There's not much I can do about these ATS 103s, but they can at least do something about the helicopter. And I can't even get to the ATS 103s. The helicopter takes me out. The minstrels still aren't moving yet, but they will. Don't worry. Oh yeah, he runs a bunch of, I don't know what the level of goodness of this infantry is, but all I know is this Machun is just taking them out, and I probably should have, I think I loaded my subs before I recorded this, but I probably didn't. Oh, he goes in, and, oh, he gets shot down. Look at the ungodly amount of AA right here. Yeah. I take care of that in just a second. Once, I think Slam Eagle already left. So, I don't know, like, I need to apologize again. I feel like apologizing right now for what happened with the frames earlier. We're back at 30, but we're not, like, I was running 2 frames for the weirdest reason. Puma Logistics are like, get down. Don't let him notice you. The Roland's like, gimme missiles. Well, Pumas, you have one job. And they're like, yeah, get missiles to the Roland. And the Roland's like, missiles, give me missiles. And they don't fire. I'm just like, well, I have to turn your weapons off and then back on and get them to fire. Maybe you'll see that. Maybe it won't tell you. But yeah, I turn them off, and then they fire, and then I turn them back on. And you take out the Mi-25. That's a good chunk of points right there. And then the Pumas are like, well, we're out of ammo. And the Roland's are like, thanks, dudes, we got missiles again. And the Machuans aren't really picking these guys out as much as I thought they were. I'll get my Tiger up in here. Recon Tiger. Really good. Has stingers, has rockets, has hot 2s. Really good for taking out anything you want. But not so good for taking out anything you don't want. Like, infantry is, this thing won't ever stop infantry. They'll get their little, whatchamacallits. Yeah, he keeps trying to push this bridge with nothing. Like, at this point, you can't get across. I'm so positive you got infantry in this town that it's ridiculous. But I don't want to do it at this point because I think like, this is just what's going through my mind, is when I switch to their view, it puts all their units on the map, and then the computer registers it. Oh, we can see their FOBs. That's cool. See your FOBs, dude. But I think what caused it is the overload of units on the map. So, yeah, they keep going for his ADATs, and then they start shooting at my Pot Tiger, and my Pot Tiger's like, oh, I'm so gonna tank it. And he tanks it. Like, the Iglis just can't hit him. He's like, whoa! Last missile right down the Iglis' throat. It was probably some of the most beautiful work that this Tiger's ever done. And then I send him to his death, like I sent a lot of people to their death. However, I do break... Do I break my rule over here? I don't know if I break my rule over here. I might break my rule over there, which is combined arms. If you don't know what combined arms is, it's a polite way of saying the infantry does the dying. And it's like, oh yeah, give me those... Give me a load of those T-72s. T-72s are like, oh god, these leopards are so OP. And then they napalm my leopards. Like, I don't know what they were doing. He runs a fig in. I don't know if yeah, it makes it out, looks like. I know I've mentioned this before. I don't know if I uploaded the video where I mentioned this before, but they need to nerf that... the thing. It's so overpowered. Like, even one of them, you just wipe out anything in an area. 8,000-pound bombs in a line is just too much for anyone. Like, they can't take it. They don't want it, they can't take it. It's terrible for them. I kind of want to make jokes and do happy things in this video, because yesterday I had so much pain and strife with this game that I don't know why I put roll-ins here. I probably should have put them back here or something. But I decided to put them right on the edge of the river. And you know what happens to the thing. You know what happens when you put your AA on your front line. No, they send out the Matshuan to go take care of them. And I'm just like, well, if you guys want to send your Matshuan out there, I'll send my Farshmiyagers into your town. Falshimyagers. I don't know if they, when they take a noticing to those guys, but they do take a noticing to those guys. Oh yeah, I brought in some Caesars. The Caesars are really, really good artillery. They fire quickly, like, really quickly. The Falshimyagers are just like, come here, Matshuan, and these ones back here that are completely calm are just like, dropping them. Highest fire rate of infantry in the game, and then I get artilleried by Smeagol. Smeagol, you done killed my troops. I think. Maybe it was them, because they do have artillery over here. But I'm like spoiling the game for you, but I just don't care. Because this is so much fun. Like, look at my points. This is why this deck is so overpowered. Just look at these points. I'll upload another video of this OP deck. It's like these guys just like aren't even doing. They're in the same sector and they're not doing anything. Take them out. Wipe them out. Them Falshimyagers do. Falshirm? Ignore my struggles with the German language. These guys are back and alive. I start bringing in more... Or I just leave these guys here for the duration of the game. I think I leave them there for the duration of the game. Completely forget about them. They're not necessary. Guy on their team leaves. He's mad that he has the second most points on their team, and I'm just... Oh, man, I'm taking them to town. And I'm taking them to Pound Town, but I'm not buying them dinner first. Not quite sure what this is. Oh, it's, BMP 60s. Or not BMP, BTR 60s. And they're hell-bent on killing his ADATs. I'm like, dude, run! Your ADATs are under mortar fire. And he's like, well, I'm getting him out of there. I'm just like, oh, God. Like, they just want to kill his ADATs. Like, so badly they want to kill his ADATs. Oh man, I've been playing with knives apparently, because this video is going to have a lot of cuts to it. Well, I don't even remember what I was talking about. It's been like... It's been some time since... Just look at that AA fire coming from there. Someone's got to do something about it. Well, I guess... Like, should I do something about it? Who should do something about it? I think I do end up doing something about it, but these aren't mine. These are Slam Eagles. He actually left already while I was rewatching the entire video to get back to the point where we left off. I saw Slam Eagle left at about the same time Cash left. So look at that AA fire. Just boom, I hit the plane. He doesn't even make it out. But I think this guy does because they run out of missiles. Thank God. He doesn't kill them, I don't think. But I do. I blow the hell out of them. We'll watch my tornadoes go in. Why not? Why not? We'll have some fun with it. It's like, it's a windy day. You guys need to watch out for tornadoes. Ba-doom. Got all 4 of them. I don't know what the squad was. It was probably like Strella's or something. Something cheap because it wasn't good. These things annoy me. It doesn't tell me about their guns. But I know that I know what they are, but it doesn't tell me about the guns. So can I get some artillery? No, you can't because you don't. Yeah, that was me. I got missiles. Yeah, shoot me. The comma key's right next to whatever. Yeah, we got artillery there. They're getting Pongayed at from that Pongay we saw over there earlier. These guys, they have some unlucky times. They do have some unlucky times by running straight into this artillery barrage. It's like my AMX-40s. My AMX-10Ps are not having fun with that. I'm not having fun with that. I do a lot of, well, infantry movement and infantry getting slaughtered by artillery. These guys, I got them out at the exact second the shell hit, which is why half of them are dead. That's why the ground over here is just littered with corpses. Look at all the corpses. Oh, and they just vaporize the corpses too. Well, these guys can go home to their parents. These guys, however, they get to be fed to their parents in a nice corpse stew. I don't really mean a nice corpse stew. I mean like they'd scrape them off the ground and hand them back to their parents in a bucket. But get Milan, do your job, Milan. Do your job better, Milan. You suck. Are these Milans out of ammo? Oh, there's Cash. I thought you left the game a while ago. Oh God, here come the frame rate drops. I don't know why this is happening, but I feel bad because 2 frames is not fun to watch. But it's like, it's decent to watch at this kind of range. And we're back. We're back to 20 frames. I don't know what Fraps is doing. All I know is Fraps is the cause of it. And here comes the air convoy again. Their F-111Cs. So, what's up, guys? They have a map for us. And then they get up. I don't know what exactly they're carpet bombing, but I do know that they're trying to take out my Tiger. Tiger. Also, I don't know why he's like sitting on the ground over here. I told him to be ridiculously airborne, and I'm going to tell him to be ridiculously airborne in a second, because I noticed that he's not ridiculously airborne. Strelcy's over there fighting commandos, and for some reason they make the commandos not commandos. They're not commando units, even though it clearly says commando in the name. They have sufficient. If you can see me right now, you can see the air quotes that I'm waving around in the air. They have sufficient. We have sufficient infantry in the town over here. So I'm like, well, it's time for an excursion into the woods. Yeah. And I have a lot of points at this point. I have a lot of points at this point, so I don't realize the points that I point. Tiger's just chilling, just having his fun. Not shooting anything for some reason. But, oh well. At least we can see everything. Is he back to being... Yes, he's back to being ridiculously airborne. Because I despise it when he isn't. Who's despised when he's airborne? You are! Oh god, kill me. Yeah. So, I'm just weathering the barrage, or well, they're weathering the barrage. Boom, boom. And this is full-blown artillery over here. I send my dudes to go take them out, but we don't have the time. There's 10 minutes left. Wait, where did I just see that? Excuse me. I swore I just saw some of the cool missiles. The Bushmasters. Oh, Stormers, here they are. Starstreaks. Bushmaster Starstreaks. I like the way the Starstreak looks. Just can't click on it, but I like the way the missile looks. And if we get to see them fire, I'm gonna pause the video and then I'm gonna look at the missile and I'm gonna ogle it. I'm like, ooh, look at the missile. The missile's so pretty. And you guys are gonna be like, oh god, this guy's so freaking gay. It's just like, hey, don't hate. I'm just gonna hate. Haters. Oh, look. Look how quickly these guys just get destroyed. Took one out. I'm just like, hey, you guys ain't getting away. Alright. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. With a total of 5 casualties on my side. And you better believe they noticed that. Keep your infantry moving. They're easy to kill, keep them moving. So then, here's where we run into problems. This thing's just like, bang, 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 bang. We're gonna fire all our big guns at you. It's like, oh, I didn't know these things had such big guns. And they kill that whole squad before I realized that they're gonna die. You killed 2 of my Fashmiagers. But I don't think that was... It was not. It was the 90s. It was the 90s! Oh, I didn't realize it was the 90s at the point in the game. But I do get to bring in more Fashmiager 90s. Wherever I bring them in. These Caesars are quiet. They should not be quiet. Oh, they shoot down my pot tiger. I put it over the water over here, and they shoot it. Or, no, they artillery it. Just want to put it over the water over here. But no, they artillery my tiger. So I don't pay attention to it. Oh, and some guys get killed up here. Yeah, I couldn't imagine they were gonna stay alive for too much longer. And they're just gonna be like, I think I know where you are. It's like, no, you really don't. And so like, those are a little close, we're worried. And these guys are like, let's go take care of these tanks. And then they're like, oh, we'll take care of these guys too. What they're just dual-wielding MP2s. Just running through the forest, left and right, dueling the MP2s. They're not quick enough. Oh, excuse me again. They're not quick enough to stop the slaughter of one of their squads. Totally quick enough to stop these guys though. Just loving the way that looks. Alright, they're moving things in over here. I'm moving things in over here. And things get really, really bad. Just a second. You'll see. As I'm paying attention to the Podnos. Their 82mm mortars. So you're subscribers. Why you even bother? We run into some Matshuan, and this is hilarious. this Machu was just like, oh, we'll take him out, and the Fallschirmjägers are like, no, you're really, really not. And they're just like, oh, God, we're losing guys. Every single shot they take is just dropping someone. And I'm like, well, we gotta break contact. We'll go down if we don't break contact. And they're just like, oh, and they got the last guy. He was running through the forest, dodged behind a tree. They threw a grenade, it bounced off a tree in front of him. He's like, oh, crap, and just dies. And then they blew up my Rolands over here with mortar strikes or artillery strikes, or you guys suck. But here come the Dorners, here come the Dorniers, here come the Dorniers, here come the Dorniers. It's just like that scene in Apocalypse Now, which, don't hate me, but I've never seen it in its entirety. Bushmaster, really good in the bush for destroying your enemies. These things are really good out in the open, terrible, terrible, terrible in forests. But I love them out in the open. And we're just pulling in as much infantry as possible. Like, they don't even know what they're gonna get. They're just, these guys falling back to the town to regroup. These guys just making a landing zone over here. We're gonna take them out. Fallschirmjäger 90s, Fallschirmjäger 90s, or well, maybe those are regular. Nope, those are still 90s. 90s. Like, these guys, I like how they use the H&K G11. It's like, that gun's just funny to me, but if they're gonna fire it at 533 rounds per minute, I'm totally okay with that. Just do what you guys need to do to kill the hell out of our enemies. And here come the Machuans. They're just like, we're gonna get these guys, and I'm like, oh, the hell you are. And they're just like, oh god, kill them quicker, kill them quicker. I'm just like, no! And then they bring armor, and it's general sadness. But we got so many of them compared to what they got out of us. And now we start some artillery strikes. I don't know if those are my Caesars firing. It might be my... They are my Caesars firing. I don't know why they're firing, or what they're firing at. I really don't remember what I was shooting at over there. What I do remember is they got a lot of guys. These Fallschirmjäger 90s are just like, oh no, and I get them out. And they're just like, see anyone in the village? And they're just like, oh look, there's some Fallschirmjäger 90s, and I'm just like, here's some more Fallschirmjäger 90s, and they're just like, oh no, oh this is bad, okay, this is bad. And they get slaughtered. 4 casualties on our side, and they just get slaughtered. And the dude's like, oh no, they're coming in with their Timberlands. He's probably, I think he artillery strikes me or something. And if you want to know what like coming in with their Timberlands means, it means they're rolling in with their big boots to stomp the heck out of me, or stomp the heck out of anyone. Did they just kill a bunch of... I think they just killed a bunch of recon. Yep, here comes the artillery strike. And I just laugh at them. They're like, I'm just like, that one's close. I'm just like, whoa. If I had pulled back, they would have killed a bunch of people in their own position. This guy's like, alright, we'll move in some APCs, some ASLAV APCs. Are those actual LAVs? Who knows? Like the American version LAVs. I've got minstrels, I've got pumas, I've got panthers. And here comes the napalm. Or, yeah, they get napalm. They get nape and vaped. I don't know what Velociraptor's still doing. He's Leopard's handling things with his commandos, but Velociraptor's like rolling in leopards. Question him, somebody please question him. God, it's so early. I'm still yawning. I'm sorry, but this is what's happening. I'm just like, I didn't kill all of those guys, and they know I didn't kill all of those guys. He's just like, he pops out from what happens is, my guys roll over there like, alright, where's this sucker? Wait, there's his rocket launcher, his dead friend hanging over his rocket launcher, where is he? He jumps out from behind a tree with a .22 pistol, grabs one of our guys, just pops him right in the head, and then we riddle him with so many bullets. Well, it looks like they're making more cuts. So all that really happened is we shot down a tank, and a bunch of guys died to artillery. That's all that really happened. And I really, really hate splicing footage together, but You know, when the phone rings, you gotta stop the video, and you gotta answer the phone and very quickly hang it up because it's someone you don't know or care about. I stopped the video again for some reason. There's gonna be another cut, but you won't even notice it because I'm smart like that. The Fashmiagers are getting in there. The Strellas are like, oh yeah, we're gonna sit on the hill with our AKs, and I'm like, oh, the hell you are. And now we're past the artillery strike zone, and they got their 30 mils, and I'm just like, oh man, this ain't ending well. This ain't ending well. And so it really doesn't end well. Moving more Fashmiagers in, but we end up killing a lot of things. And I'm like, alright, you guys need to go take out those bastards over there. They're just comp stomping you. Well, not actually comp stomping you, but just lobbing shells onto your position. But not even your position. But there's a minute and 11 seconds left, so I'm getting as many kills as possible. As you can see, I'm getting all the kills. I can guarantee you Walrus Mike is the guy in the middle who's been slaughtering Velociraptor. He hasn't gained a lot of points. I don't know what he's been doing, but all I know is that we done it. We blew that guy up. We took this place, and they're just like, oh man, this ain't good. This guy, I think, yeah, he might roll in for a kill, because this is getting pretty close to the end. Boom, he rolls in for the kill. These guys roll up to Matshu, and I'm just like, no! And the Fashmiager 90s. So close to the end of combat. So close to being able to go home to their families. 25 seconds left. They're like, oh man, I don't know what we're doing here. I'm like, I hate this artillery. I wish all of you would have died, but now you have to surrender, so that's good. I don't know. Like, you'd think they could be a little more accurate with their shots at close range, but apparently not. He wants to just move his APCs out of there. And my Fashmiagers are going over the hill. They're like, come here. And I'm like, no, combat ends. And, well, yeah, fantastic KD. And someone's talking about propane in the chat. Oh, yeah. This guy, every time he logs on, propane. And then everyone starts spamming propane. Propane, 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 propane. It's really annoying. Like, oh, God, did I copy that to keyboard? Propane. Propane. Oh man, I feel so bad. It was a good battle. Most of my casualties were infantry. Yeah, all of my casualties were... Oh, this wasn't the same battle. I did another battle with my deck, and all my casualties, like, literally all my... Whoa! I lost a lot of guys to ATS-103. Oh yeah, that's right. This is where a bunch of guys ran into the ATS-103s, and then they also shot down my... Never mind. So I did lose a lot of guys to ATS-103s, so, but it wasn't a lot of points worth. Well, it was a considerable amount of points worth. Fashmiagers ain't cheap. But if you want this deck, message me, I guess, on Steam. My name is on Steam is the same as it is in this game. Why? What do you... What? Yes. He's gonna be like, yes. So, oh, this guy made a deck. I don't want to check your deck, but I could do it. I could totally check your deck. Do you guys want to see me check his deck? Alright, I'm going to check his deck, and I'm going to criticize it. So let's get out of the replays. And then this is some bonus footage. You guys are getting some bonus footage right here. Deck. Import. Control V. And I'll get rid of all the other crap you put in with your deck name. And I'll name this guy Random Deck. And I'll delete it probably after I've done with this video. So let's find it. Deck names. Yeah, I've got a lot of decks. What do you do about it? Shoot me. RA. So random deck. Ooh, it's red 4. So, alright. This is going to be some bonus footage right here of why this guy's deck sucks. Helicopters? Not the worst choice, but also not the best choice. Let's see, where do you find these? Ah, here we go. These are some really good, well, decent helicopters. But like, they're not the best. Usually you want to specialize so you get better things than whatever you're given. I guess, is this even better than it is? Like, I would have gone with these helicopters. Logistics, pretty good. Only thing is he probably should have used, like, maybe this helicopter instead, because this is really, really expensive. And you lose it, that's a lot of points and a lot of supplies you just lost. With these, they're like trucks. You get 8 of them, and well, you've also got your trucks. This guy wants to put a lot of supplies downrange. Generally is a good idea, but you have to have a secure front line to do it. You have to make sure that your front line isn't going to die. Another problem I have with this guy's deck is that he doesn't have any, like, he doesn't have full up on infantry, that's a problem to me. If you're not full up on infantry, you don't have the people that need to do the dying. These guys, decent in combat, BTR 80s, this is relatively cheap. It's 45, so you probably could have gone with, I don't know, no, there's nothing cheaper, I guess. So, yeah. Actually, you could have gone the LBV. If you want to get a bunch of infantry, go with the LBVs. But BTR 80s, like, what's the point of using the BTR 80s? It's more expensive, I guess. You have some better armor, but quicker to get there. But I don't know. I would have gone with the LBVs, especially with those infantry. Actually, I would have gone with Spetsnaz, but to each their own. So, I don't know. I haven't used these guys yet. The rocket launching flamethrower people, engineers, rocket launching engineers, I haven't used them yet. I've used these guys, but like for my own devices, like messing around on my own. Use these guys. They have a good rate of fire, but I don't know about like how good they would be for combat. They only have 9 rounds, so you either get them quick or you don't get them at all. Iglas, this guy's got a lot of anti-aircraft. So what I'm seeing from this guy is that he wants to do a lot of his combat with vehicles. Yeah, this guy doesn't want to do anything with, like, he doesn't want to go into direct combat at all, apparently. He'd rather let you come to him, which is not how you win matches, but it is how you win matches. You get points that way, but you'll never win a total destruction that way. Unless, like, an time-limited total destruction, you'll never win that way. A lot of recon helicopters. Recon helicopters, generally pretty good, but missiles have a lot longer range than helicopters are useful for. Generally, I like to have some infantry in with my helicopters, because you can put them right on the front lines. They don't get seen. Really easy to do anything with. And you've got the snipers. Is like, look, you got your, I don't know where the Spetsnaz ones are. Yeah, it's just look, exceptional stealth, really hard to see, really good. Anyway, that's a lot of like anything that really, this guy's deck isn't all that great. I wouldn't use it. Yeah, I wouldn't use it. This guy doesn't know what he's doing at all. He doesn't have looters to resupply this. Helicopter missiles or helicopter anti-ship are terrible. So I don't know. This guy's got a terrible deck. I don't want to tell him about it because I don't go up against him and just destroy him. So I'll catch you guys on the next one.